The Trump White House tonight continuing its assault on the truth, its strategy of just refusing to accept the facts when they don't fit with the president's worldview, of refusing to accept what the members of his own administration tell him. Trump sitting down for an interview with the Washington Post today, summing up his feelings about his own administration's climate report. 1,656 pages of facts, science, and really frightening predictions about what could happen as temperatures continue to rise. The president saying, quote, "One of the problems that a lot of people like myself, we have very high levels of intelligence, but we're not necessarily such believers. You look at our air and our water, and it's right now at a record clean." So a report by 13 federal agencies, written by 1,000 people, including 300 leading scientists, one that lays out the real danger to Americans and our economy if global warming continues. This president just doesn't believe it. Listen to what Sarah Sanders said today.
It's not based on facts. It's not data driven. We'd like to see something that is more data driven. It's based on modeling, which is extremely hard to do when you're talking about the climate.
This president and his White House, they think that they can just dismiss the overwhelming consensus of the scientific community that climate change is caused by human activity. And their assault on the facts continues. This is the National Security Advisor John Bolton's answer. You have to listen to this if you didn't see it live today. His question on whether he has even listened to the tape that captured part of the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
No, I haven't listened to it. And I guess I should ask you, why do you think I should? What do you think I'll learn from it?
Well, you're the National Security Advisor. You might have access to that sort of intelligence.
Yeah. How many in this room speak Arabic?
You don't have access to an interpreter?
Well, you want me to listen to it? What am I going to learn from? I mean, if they were speaking Korean, I wouldn't learn any more from it either.
The interpreter would be able to tell you what's going on.
Then I can read a transcript, too.
So you don't think it's important to hear that as a National Security Advisor?
I'm just trying to make the point that everybody who says, why don't you listen to the tape, unless you speak Arabic, what are you going to get from it?
No one in that room is the National Security Advisor but him. Isn't that kind of his job to listen to that? I suppose that it is no surprise that John Bolton doesn't want to listen to that tape. It might reveal the horror of what this White House is willing to tolerate from the Saudis. Neither does his boss.
We have the tape. I don't want to hear the tape. No reason for me to hear the tape.
The president continues to make excuses for Mohammed bin Salman, even though his own CIA has concluded the Saudi Crown Prince personally ordered Khashoggi's murder. And Sarah Sanders falsely claims to CNN's Jim Acosta that the intelligence community hasn't given them enough information.
Khashoggi, you said that that was not true, that he doesn't believe the CIA. He said the other day, maybe MBS did, maybe he didn't, the Crown Prince.
And we haven't seen definitive evidence come from our intelligence community that ties him directly to that.
But in the face of all of that, the White House press secretary insists this president has faith in his own intelligence community, even though he regularly ignores and contradicts them.
The president has a great deal of faith in the intelligence community and certainly in the team that he has assembled around him.
This is the very same president who stood next to Vladimir Putin in Helsinki and said he didn't see any reason Russia would interfere in our election, taking the Russian president's word over his own intelligence chief.
My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
Fact. It's Russia. And then there's the Russia investigation. The president on his favorite rant tonight, falsely claiming the investigation is a witch hunt, which is not true, no matter how many times he says it. The numbers prove it. 3 people have been sentenced to prison. 6 have pleaded guilty. 35 people and entities have been charged with a total of 191 crimes. But it's not surprising the president is on that rant again tonight, or ever. In the wake of a report in The Guardian today that former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort had secretly met several times with Julian Assange inside Ecuador's embassy in London, including around the time he took the top spot with the campaign. Manafort has strongly denied ever meeting with Assange, calling the report, quote, totally false and deliberately libelous. And we'll have a lot more on that in a moment to tell you about. But it comes after special counsel Robert Mueller accused Manafort of repeatedly lying to his team and to the FBI. President's attorney Rudy Giuliani tells CNN that Trump has been upset for weeks about the treatment of Manafort. Giuliani suggesting that Manafort is being punished by being put in solitary confinement. The president himself was blunt in his tweet just a few months back, attempting to defend Manafort by comparing his treatment to Al Capone, or as he says, Alphonse Capone. But the fact is, again, facts, Manafort is in solitary for his own protection. And facts matter. Truth matters, despite this president's continuing assault on the truth. A lot to dig into. David Axelrod, Ryan Lizza, and April Ryan are all here. Stay with us.